Now this is less than 1 by n square here. From here this is 1 by n square up to 1 by n square, and these are n plus 1 terms. So this is n plus 1 divided by n square, and this is 1 by n plus 1 by n square. Okay, now from here and from here we get 1 by 4n is less than an is less than 1 by n plus 1 by n square, and also limit n tending to infinity this is 0, and limit n tending to infinity this is 0. Also, since limit n tending to infinity 1 by 4n is 0, which is same as limit n tending to infinity 1 by n plus 1 by n square. Okay, this limit is 0, this limit is 0, so by squeeze principle limit of an will also be 0. Okay, therefore by squeeze principle we have limit n tending to infinity an is 0. That is limit n tending to infinity 1 by n square plus 1 by n plus 1 whole square up to 1 by 2n whole square. This limit is also equal to 0. Okay, clear? Now that's it for this video. If you have any queries or any suggestions, please write to me in comment box. Thank you. Hello friends, in this video I am going to discuss some problems related to Cauchy's theorem. Cauchy's first theorem on limits, Cauchy's second theorem on limits, and squeeze principle. In this video I am going to discuss some problems related to these three theorems. Okay, let us first recall the statements of Cauchy's theorem and squeeze principle. First is Cauchy's first theorem on limits. Statement is limit n tending to infinity an is equal to L will imply limit n tending to infinity a1 plus a2 up to plus an divided by n is equal to n. If an is the nth term of the sequence and limit n tending to infinity an is L, then this limit is also equal to L. This is Cauchy's first theorem on limits. Second is Cauchy's second theorem on limits. If an is a sequence of positive terms, here we need the positive terms. Okay, here in first theorem we have no such type of condition here, but in second theorem on limits, Cauchy's second theorem on limits, we have a condition an is a sequence of positive terms, then limit n tending to infinity an power 1 by n is same as limit n tending to infinity an plus 1 divided by an. Okay, if an is a sequence of positive terms, then these two limits are equal. This is Cauchy's second theorem on limits. Third is squeeze principle. If we have three sequences an, bn and cn such that limit an and limit bn are equal. If limit n tending to infinity an is equal to limit n tending to infinity bn is equal to L. Second, for some positive integer p, an is less than or equal to cn is less than or equal to bn for all n greater than or equal to p, means for some positive integer p we have this inequality. For all n greater than or equal to p, then limit cn is also equal to L. If we have three sequences an, bn, cn such that limit an and limit bn is equal to L, and for some positive integer we have this inequality for every n greater than or equal to p, then this limit cn is also equal to L. This is squeeze principle. We have already done the proof of all these three theorems. Now here I am going to discuss problems related to these three theorems. Okay, let us start. First is show that limit n tending to infinity 1 by n 2 by 1 factorial plus 3 by 2, sorry no it is 1 only, 2 by 1 plus 3 by 2 plus 4 by 3 plus n plus 1 by n is equal to 1. Okay, this is our first problem. Let us start. Now let an be equal to n plus 1 by n. Okay, then limit n tending to infinity, an will be limit n tending to infinity 1 plus 1 by n, and limit n tending to infinity 1 by n is 0. This will be 1 plus 0, that is 1. Therefore, by Cauchy's first theorem on limits, we have limit n tending to infinity a1 plus a2 plus an divided by an is also equal to 1. That is limit n tending to infinity 1 by n, and a1 will be 1 plus 1, that is 2 by 1. a2 will be 2 plus 1, that is 3 by 2. Same way 4 by 3 up to n plus 1 by n is equal to 1. Hence proved. Clear? Okay. Next is show that limit n tending to infinity n factorial power 1 by n is equal to infinity. Okay. Now let an is equal to n factorial. Okay. Then sequence an is a sequence of positive terms. Okay, any term is n factorial, so it is a sequence of positive terms. So we can apply Cauchy's second theorem on limits here. Okay, now an plus 1 will be n plus 1 factorial. Okay, now an plus 1 divided by an will be n plus 1 factorial divided by n factorial. That is n plus 1 into n factorial divided by n factorial, which is nothing but n plus 1 only. Therefore, limit n tending to infinity an plus 1 divided by an will be limit n tending to infinity n plus 1, which is infinity. Now, it is a sequence of positive terms. By Cauchy's second theorem on limit, by Cauchy's second theorem on limits, we have, or we know, limit n tending to infinity an power 1 by n is same as limit n tending to infinity an plus 1 divided by an, which is infinity here. Hence proved. Clear? Okay, this is how we can find the limit using the Cauchy's first theorem on limits or second theorem on limits. Clear? Next, show that limit n tending to infinity 1 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 5 plus 1 by 2 n minus 1 whole divided by n is equal to 0. Okay, same way here, let an is, any term is 1 by 2 n minus 1. Then limit n tending to infinity an will be limit n tending to infinity 1 by 2 n minus 1, 1 by infinity, that is 0. Okay. Now, using Cauchy's first theorem on limits, therefore, by Cauchy's first theorem on limits, we have limit n tending to infinity 1 by n a1 plus a2 up to an is also equal to limit n tending to infinity an, which is 0 here. That is limit n tending to infinity 1 by n. a1 will be here. This is when we take n to be 1 here. This is 2 into 1, 1 minus 1. 2 into 1, sorry, 2 minus 1, that is 1. So this is 1. Then n is 2. 2 into 2, 4. 4 minus 1, 3. 1 by 3. 2 into 3, 6. 6 minus 1, 5. Up to 1 upon 2n minus 1. Okay, this limit is also equal to 0. Hence proved. Okay, clear? Next, show that limit n tending to infinity 2 by 1 into 3 by 2 into 4 by 3 up to n by n minus 1 power 1 by n is equal to 1. Okay, next we want to show this limit is equal to 1. Let an is equal to 2 by 1 into 3 by 2 into 4 by 3 up to n by n minus 1. Then an plus 1 will be 2 by 1 into 3 by 2 into 4 by 3 up to n by n minus 1 into n plus 1 divided by n. Okay, and an plus 1 divided by an will be n plus 1 divided by n. Okay, n plus 1 divided by n, which can also be written as 1 by n. 1 plus 1 by n. Now limit n tending to infinity an plus 1 divided by an will be limit n tending to infinity 1 plus 1 by n. 1 plus 0, limit is 1 plus 0, that is 1. Okay, now an is this. So an is a sequence, an is of positive terms. So now we can apply Cauchy's second theorem on limits. Okay, so here we will have, therefore, by Cauchy's second theorem on limits, we have limit n tending to infinity an power 1 by n is limit n tending to infinity an plus 1 divided by an, which is 1 here. So we have limit n tending to infinity 2 by 1 into 3 by 2 into 4 by 3 up to n divided by n minus 1 power 1 by n is equal to 1. Okay, clear? Next, show that limit n tending to infinity 1 by n square plus 1 upon n plus 1 whole square up to 1 by 2n whole square is equal to 0. Next, we want to show this limit is equal to 0. Okay. Now here, let an is equal to 1 by n square plus 1 by n plus 1 whole square up to 1 by 2n whole square. Okay. Now, take nth term is like this. Okay. Now, since n plus k whole square is less than or equal to n plus n whole square, for k is equal to 0, 1, 2 up to n. Okay, n plus 1, n plus 0, if k is 0, this will be n square. That is, n square is less than 2n square. If we take k to be 0, if k is 1, n plus 1 whole square, n plus n, 2n whole square. If n is 2, k is 2, n plus 2 whole square is less than 2n whole square. Same way, if I take k to be n, so left hand side will be n plus n whole square. This will be equal to 2n square. So I have taken here equality sign. Okay. Now n plus k whole square is less than or equal to 2n whole square. Okay, n plus n whole square. So I can write here therefore an is equal to 1 by n square plus 1 by n plus 1 whole square up to 1 by 2n whole square will be greater than 1 by 2n whole square plus 1 by 2n whole square up to 1 by 2n whole square, and these are n plus 1 terms, so I can write like this. Okay, and it is greater than n by 2n whole square, which is 1 by 4n. I can write like this. Okay, see here, this is n plus k whole square is less than or equal to n plus n whole square. So on taking reciprocal, this sign will get reversed. So here we have this. Okay, clear? Also, n plus k whole square is greater than or equal to n square for k is equal to 0, 1, 2, n. Also we have this inequality. Therefore 1 by n plus k whole square is less than or equal to 1 by n square. Therefore an is equal to 1 by n square plus 1 by n plus 1 whole square up to 1 by 2n whole square.